Zippity-doo-dah, beautiful day, great to be alive. Hey, what's up everyone, this is Chris Brown here again. As you can see today, I'm just hanging out poolside. Too bad you weren't here with me enjoying this nice, beautiful day. Now again, if you haven't done so already, before you move on, make sure that you do watch the videos that we sent you in your email, because again, we have relationships with a lot of companies who already have existing customers, and what they're doing is they're looking for companies like yours in which they can refer their paying customers. So in those videos, again, just check your email for more details on this, but what you're going to see here is you're going to see how you can leverage the money that your competition is spending into advertising and how you can use that money to be able to get yourself more business. Now what we did is we were able to utilize or basically leverage $100,000 a month that one of our competitors was spending in advertising, and we were able to use that to get us 141 sales in about a period of 6 hours. Now another issue might be that you might not be making enough money per every customer that you have. So what we can do here is you can harness the spending powers or the spending dollars that your current customers are spending with other businesses, but you can utilize and harness the power of those spending dollars for you to be able to make 10 or 20 times more profits from your already existing customer base. And again, you'll be able to find those videos if you click on the link on the side of this video, or maybe even down below directly underneath this video. Just depends on where you're watching this video. Plus, if you don't see it there, you can always go ahead and check your email and you'll for sure find it there. Now, for most of you, there's only certain ways that you know how to make money. And what this is doing for you is it's requiring you to work way harder and longer than what you actually need to for the same amount of money. Take, for instance, some of you may be familiar with the book, The 4-Hour Workweek, that you see here. It's called The 4-Hour Workweek, Escape the 9 to 5, Live Anywhere and Join the New Rich. It's really basically about becoming more efficient in your time. Now, again, as we just mentioned, that most of you only know how to make money one or two ways. And by not understanding some of these other ways, it's requiring you to work way harder and longer than what you need to. And so this is a really great book on how to make money in those different ways, and so you don't have to spend so much time working. We're going to talk about those in the next few minutes. Now, another book that's really good in regards to this is called the 80-20 Principle. Many of us at least are familiar with the 80-20 principle. You get 80% of your results in about 20% of your time. It's a principle in quantum physics. Just the idea of quantum physics might sound a little complicated at first, but it's really, really very, very simple. It's just that 80% of our efforts gives us 20% of our results, and then 20% of our efforts gives us 80% of our results. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we're focusing on that 20% of stuff that gives us 80% of our results. And again, if we don't understand this and if we're not utilizing this, this could make us to work way harder and longer than what we need to, and for a lot less money. Now, as business owners, there's only about 4 ways that we make money. Now, the first way is implementation. In other words, exchanging time for money. This is the type of businesses or the type of income that most of you run businesses for. Some of you are landscapers, contractors, carpet cleaners, chiropractors, dentists. Again, you're exchanging time for money. Now, the only downside of this, it's a really great way to make an income. The only downside of this for business owners is that labor is cheaper than it has been within our lifetime. So if we do something else, we'll be able to make more money for the same amount of time or the same amount of effort. Now, the next way that we as business owners provide value is through communication. Our communication skills, the better communication skills that we have, we're going to be able to make way more money for the same type of job. An example of this would be, let's say you look at somebody who works at Walmart or the dollar store, look at how much that they make, look at their communication skills, as opposed to somebody who works at Neiman Marcus. So the person at Neiman Marcus has better communication skills, they're more respectful of you, but they're also going to make a whole lot more money. So again, based upon our communication skills, the way that we're dealing with people, our our employees, our customers, the way that we deal with people, again, we can make way more money for the same job that we're performing. Now, there's a human relationships course. It's called How to Win Friends and Influence People. It's a very famous book, but it's also a seminar that goes around to different places at different times. And the course says that when you improve your communication skills, you can increase your income anywhere from 5 or 10 times more from what you're currently doing from, again, the same job, but the difference is the way that you're dealing with people. So when you're dealing with people better and making them feel good, making them feel important, just having good communication skills, again, this can increase your income by 5 to 10 times for the exact same job. Now, a third way is by being innovative. Now, in our first step, we talked about implementation. And implementation is a great way to build an income, but it's also what pays us the least amount of money. The second thing that we did is we talked about having good communication skills. So if we're good communicators, if we can manage people well, if we can have good relationships with our customers, we're going to, again, get ourselves a pay raise. And then finally, what we're talking about in this section is by being innovative. So in other words, if we can do things in a creative way, we're going to, again, be able to give ourselves another pay raise. Now, I'll give you some examples of this, but the first example is, let's say, a movie. You want to go see a movie. So your first option is that you can go rent a movie and sit at home and watch the movie. Now, you can also go to the movie theaters and watch that exact same movie. So the results are always the same. You see the movie, right? Pretty simple. But the experience that one has with another is quite different, and the amount of money that they're going to spend with each experience is quite a bit different too. So if you go to the movie theater, let's say, you're going to spend more money for going to see a movie at the movie theater than you will, let's say, sitting at home and making some popcorn yourself on the sofa. So that's one example of being innovative, but we can also look at examples like Apple and Disney. They offer the same type of products that other companies do, but people are willing to spend more with Disney and Apple than anybody else because they are innovators. Now, we'll give you another example of this in the next few minutes and show you how you can apply this even into your business. Now, the next step is to have your money work hard for you instead of you working hard for your money. Now, there's two ways to make money. You can work hard for it and earn it, or what I like to call as putting time into grunt work, and that grunt work is what makes you money, right? But then once you have a little bit of a nest egg, then what you do is you take that money and you invest it into different type of investments. Now, what most business owners do, they make a big mistake in regards to this. They think their business is what gives them their money, and of course it does in certain stages of their business, but really your business gives you cash flow. And you take that cash flow and you put that cash flow into different investments, and that's really ideally where you want to live off of, is having your investments provide for your living, and the business itself gives you cash flow to put into those different investments. Now, it might not be the proper time for you to do that right now, because there's a really famous quote that I like quoting all the time. It's that you can do the right things at the wrong time. So it might be something that you need to do, but maybe you're not in the proper stage of your business to be able to do that as of yet. Now, again, there's only certain ways that many of you know how to make money. A lot of you, it's by being implementers, again, exchanging time for money. And so with that being the only, or let's say one of the only ways to make money, this is requiring you to work way harder and longer for the exact same money that you could be doing if you were utilizing some of these other areas, communications and being innovative. Now, many of you have told me you have enough business and you couldn't handle any more customers even if you wanted to. But what we could do is, by utilizing some of these different things, and especially by becoming innovative, we could earn more from referrals. We could also sell more to our already existing customers. So, in other words, we can make more from our already existing customers. So, one of the ways that we can do this, like I just said, is by being innovative. So one of the things that a lot of businesses do is they just look at themselves as the business that they do, okay, the industry that they're in, but there's really a lot of ways that we can become innovative by adding additional income streams to our business, and that way we can make more money from our already existing customers. An example of this would be there's a bookstore in St. Joe, Michigan, and I just laughed when they said this, and they said that Amazon and all these bookstores are trying to put them out of business, and they're not actually trying to put them out of business. They're actually looking to partner with you. So if you are a bookstore, no matter what type of store that you have, you can open up a store on Amazon and create an additional stream of income for you, and that's a way that you could become innovative. Now, there's a gentleman by the name of Tim Carter, and he is a handyman, and he has a website just like what a lot of you do. Now, the type of website that he has is called a blog. A blog is just basically a website, but it's a particular type of website. So again, a lot of you have websites too, and you're driving traffic to your website so you can sell the different products and services that you have available for you. Now, in this case, his name is Tim Carter, and what he does is he earns an extra $30,000 a month, and that's according to the Google website. Says that he makes an extra $30,000 a month from his blog from Google Ads. So a question is, how does a handyman have enough hours in his day to make an extra $30,000 per month? Well, he doesn't. But because of becoming innovative, he does. So again, he has a blog, he has a website, and he's using a particular type of a website that is called a blog. Now, you guys, a lot of you guys have websites as well, and you have Facebook pages and a lot of different online entities, and you're driving traffic to those entities to be able to get you some more business, right? Well, what Tim Carter did is becoming innovative. He has a lot of traffic coming to his site, right? And you have a valuable asset, and that is that your customers. And so the traffic that you're receiving and the customers that you have, other companies would be willing to pay you money for that traffic and for those customers. And so that's one of the ways that he became innovative. He already had traffic that was coming to his blog. He knew of businesses that would be willing to spend money for that traffic, because the customers that he has is not only going to buy from him, they're also going to buy from other businesses as well. So again, by utilizing that, he was able to earn an additional $30,000 per month. Now, again, one of the things that we've talked about, if you haven't done so already, if you want to go ahead and check out some of those videos that we talked about, is that you can take your already existing customers, and by harnessing the spending power that your already existing customers have, because they're going to go off and spend their money with other businesses too. But when you harness the power of their spending dollars, you can make 10 or 20 times more profits from your already existing customer base. So if you look down below directly underneath this video, it depends on which website that you're on, or you'll find the links inside your email. We also sent you these videos in your emails as well. You can find out more details on how we're able to do this. Now, again, I hope this information has been helpful. If you'd like some help putting this all together, I want to invite you to order your free DVD, where you will discover how to use the money your competition is spending in advertising in order to get you more business for yourself. Now, the first time that I did this, I used $100,000 that one of my competitors had already spent in advertising, and I used that money to be able to get 141 sales within my very first 6 hours. And I'll show you how companies like Apple, Disney, and McDonald's use this as well, and how you can use it. Next, you will see how to harness the spending power of your customers who are spending money with other businesses to make 10 to 20 times more profits from your already existing customer base. So you have customers, and your customers are going out and spending money with other businesses. So I'll show you how to make money when your customers go off and spend money with those other businesses. Then we'll also reveal the secrets of what companies like Apple, Disney, and McDonald's do to never pay out of pocket for their business expenses ever again, and how you can do the same, and how to get companies to pay you in order for you to advertise your business, and much, much, much more. So again, I want to encourage you to order your free DVD, and you can do that at freedvd.prostarprofits.com.